Good morning, good morning. This is your 5-minute mark. Commencement is about to begin. Please be seated. Please be seated. Please be seated. Senior commencement is about to begin. Please be seated.
Please be seated. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, and staff, it's my pleasure to welcome parents, family, friends, faculty, staff, students, and alumni to the 37th commencement of Glenelg Country School. Today, we honor the 54 members of the class of 2025. In addition to our graduates, this is a very special day for many others as well. To the parents of our graduates, we thank you for partnering with us, and it truly is a partnership during your child's GCS journey. To our faculty and staff, we thank you for your commitment, dedication, and very hard work in helping our graduates meet their highest potential. Being a faculty member and a parent at the same time brings both special joys and satisfactions and occasionally unique challenges, and we want to recognize Marla Solomon and Susan Wood on the graduation today of Cecilia and Sydney, respectively. To Brad Smith, Chair of our Board of Trustees and parent of Taylor, class of 2012, and Logan, class of 2014, and to all of our trustees, we thank you for your love of Glenelg Country School and for all you do to strengthen and to support our great school as we pursue our mission to cultivate a diverse community of learners who discover, contribute, thrive, and excel. A special congratulations as well to Trustee Ty Saney on daughter Mira's graduation today. I'll now ask Mr. Koffel to please come to the lectern.
Good morning. We begin this special occasion by honoring a remarkable group of students who have spent their entire educational journey at Glenelg Country School, 13 consecutive years or more. These students are known as lifers. This year, we are proud to recognize 7 such individuals with the Always a Dragon Award, an acknowledgement of their enduring contributions to our school community. It is my pleasure to invite Miss Ann Woolyhan, former head of the lower school, to join me on stage to help present these awards. The Always a Dragon Award, Arjun Singh Bajaj. Siddharth Singh Bajaj. Isaiah Emmanuel Cooper. Andrew James Hibbert. Mira Saini. Madison Riley Speaks. Sydney Elizabeth Wood. Congratulations, 2025 lifers. Please welcome Brandon Neblett, head of the upper school, to the lectern.
It is my honor to introduce this year's senior speakers, Arjun Bajaj and Alexandra Osegali. Over the past 4 years, Arjun has taken full advantage of all that GCS has to offer. An outstanding student he is a member of both the National Honor and Cum Laude Societies, completed the Scholars Program in Convergent Science, and was one of the school's nominees for the Maryland State Merit Scholastic Award. A saxophone player in the upper school band and a varsity soccer player, Arjun was a global winner of the International Space, Art, and Poetry Contest and represented GCS at 3 regional diversity conferences. He completed his senior internship at X Energy, helping develop artificial intelligence for the company's public outreach program. His favorite memories of GCS include his AP Science and Math classes, developing a fusion reactor model for his senior integrative project, attending quiz bowl competitions and service trips across Howard County. Arjun will attend the Clark School of Engineering at the University of Maryland as a Clark Legacy Scholar, and he anticipates a double major in mechanical and aerospace engineering with a minor in nuclear engineering. Scholarship, leadership, and service have defined Alexandra Osegali's 4 years in the upper school. A member of the National Honor Society and a former secretary and vice president of the Chinese Honor Society, she served as a lead facilitator for the Baltimore Student Diversity Leadership Conference and represented GCS at the International Youth Leadership Summit. A recipient of the President's Volunteer Service Award and a GCS Community Service Award. She is a Google Code Next engineer and a 2-year manager of the boys basketball team. Alexandra is an avid student of modern history and Chinese, and she wrote her senior integrative paper on the lasting impact of anime. Her favorite memories of the upper school experience include freshman expedition to the Claggett Center and Chinese cooking events. Alexandra plans to double major in international relations and Chinese and minor in architectural studies at American University. Please join me in welcoming Arjun to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Families, friends, teachers, mentors, and most importantly, the Glenelg Country School graduating class of 2025. Seniors, I'd like you to imagine this. You're 9 years old. You're sitting in the back of the car as your parents drive you home at night. It's late. You're tired, and your head rests gently against the cool glass window. Streetlights blur by, and in your mind, you trace every turn and street, knowing the way by heart. In those rides, half awake and half pretending to be asleep, it felt like the whole world existed just for you. Every place, every person, and every shining light, all waiting for you to pass by. When we were younger, the world felt fully formed. The roads were already paved, our lunches were already packed, and the adults around us seemed flawless, with every answer just a raised hand away. Life seemed like a board game that someone else had already created, just waiting for us to learn the rules. But over our years at Glenelg Country School, we've come to realize that the world is not finished. In fact, it's far from it. Every road we've traveled was once just an idea. Every rule was once a question, and not every adult had all the answers. At GCS, we learned how to see this unfinished world more clearly by asking better questions and by challenging what others might simply accept. After 20 seminars in integrative debating the question, what does it mean to be human? We discovered that to be human is to remain unfinished ourselves. It's to wonder, stumble, revise, and imagine something better again and again. And while we explored these ideas in the classroom, we really practiced them in the moments that made these last 4 years unforgettable. Like during the freshman expedition, while we roasted marshmallows under the stars with Mr. Weeks. And when we tore t-shirts into tank tops with the older kids before Mr. Connery caught us. Or even the junior treasure hunt where to this day, I insist that Miss Bagby's advisory won, even though they never actually told us. Through our experiences here, we learn to see beyond the paths already paved and to discover new ones, to contribute boldly to the world around us, to thrive amidst uncertainty, and to excel, not by following, but by imagining what could be. I believe that is what GCS truly means when talking about cultivating a community of diverse learners. That is what it means to be a dragon. Today, we find ourselves in another unfinished moment, standing on the edge of a life still unwritten, surrounded by a world still waiting. Just like those childhood drives home, this moment as we graduate high school feels personal, yet profoundly shared. But unlike those drives, we're no longer in the back seat. The road ahead is no longer one we can just trace, because now it's not simply enough to close our eyes and let the street lights pass. We are the ones that must steer this car forward. We must choose which way to turn in hopes of getting closer to the idea of our own destination. As we begin this next journey of our lives, we have a responsibility to continue to be curious and not complacent, to remain empathetic in a world that often forgets kindness, to continuously ask meaningful questions and listen deeply for their answers, and to embrace uncertainty, knowing that the unfinished world awaits our imprint. Because if not us, then who? Who will pave the next roads, create new rules, and answer the next generation's raised hands? We are that future. It's our turn to keep the world turning, just as those before did for us. To honor their legacy, we must keep dreaming, building, and reaching for answers still waiting to be found. Seniors, so tonight, as you're driving home, tired after celebrating, and your head rests gently against the cool glass window as you dream about your future, look up. Notice the streetlights. Know that this time, they're not waiting for us to close our eyes and pass them by. They're waiting because the world needs what only we can bring. Congratulations, class of 2025. The world is beautifully unfinished, and now it's our turn to shape it. Thank you.
I now welcome Alexandra to the podium.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. To start off cliche, we did it. 4 years of blood, sweat, and tears have led us to this moment. Looking back on our journey and everything we've managed to overcome, the struggles, the tears, the growth, makes me want to tear up. But graduation isn't just an ending, but the start of something new. Today, we stand at the crossroads of our future, staring at a blank page, ready to write the next chapter. My first day of high school was filled with nerves, doubts, and excitement, just as I'm sure many of you felt as well. Being in a new environment with new people had me constantly wondering whether I'd fit in, would I find friends, and would I be able to carve a space for myself in this new setting. Thankfully, all those fears were unfounded. Because in these halls, I found a group of friends who embraced who I truly was, and I found teachers who believed in me and were willing to discuss almost anything with me. I found a home away from home at this school amidst the chaos of games, performances, assignments, exams, and late-night study sessions. These past 4 years have taught us countless lessons. The late-night study sessions instilled resilience, and the group projects taught us the value of compromise. Our teachers pushed us to be our best, and the friends we made became a steady rock reminding us that we're truly never alone. From moments that made us cry to those that made us laugh until our eyes filled with tears, all these different experiences have shaped the last 4 years of our lives. These lessons have made us into who we are today. As we step into the real world, there will be many new lessons for us to learn. The one lesson I want to impart on everyone is that there is no master plan to life. Life does not come with a rule book that breaks down every aspect of this game listed with all the rewards and consequences. No. Instead, there's unexpected twists, turns, trials, successes, and failures. But to be successful in life isn't about never failing. It's having the courage to try, fail, and get up to do it again. It's about being brave enough to put yourself out there even though you may be wrong. It's about asking hard questions and getting your answers. It's persevering and getting up when you stumble and fall, knowing that failure isn't the end, but instead another stepping stone on your path to success. As we move on to different paths in our lives, whether it's college, service, or careers, I hope life treats you well. I hope there will be more late-night studying sessions, more tears, more laughs, and hopefully more moments creating memories with the people you love. Don't lose yourself in the whirlwind that is adulting, and remember to stay true to yourself. The world needs our passion, our ideas, and our willingness to make a difference in our communities. It doesn't matter what you end up doing or where you find yourself, let your voice be heard because your voice matters. Today, I stand beside my fellow graduates, a class I know has the ability to be great. We've all watched each other grow up and step out of our shells to become the young adults sitting in front of you all today. We've pushed boundaries and discovered our own voices. As I look at my classmates, I am filled with nothing but pride for the people we've become. So, class of 2025, as we end one chapter of our journey, let's promise to walk on the path that's true, stay kind, stay curious, and not be deterred by the obstacles that the future may present. Remember, our future is not set in stone. It's something that we create. Congratulations, class of 2025, and good luck. Thank you.
Wow. Great job on the senior reflections. Thank you very much. Matt, we discuss this every year, why I follow them right after the great reflections. I'm not sure why, but we can change that up. So, good morning, Dragons. I'm Brad Smith, Chair of the GCS Board of Trustees. On behalf of the board, I want to thank you all for being here this beautiful morning to celebrate the hard work of the class of 2025. As a parent of 2 GCS graduates, as Matt alluded to, I totally get the pride and nostalgia that the parents and loved ones in our audience are feeling. Congrats on raising such amazing young adults. The class of 2025, with 54 students, has had a fantastic senior year at GCS, with 7 lifers in this class, meaning they've been here for 13 plus years. The class also includes 2 students from our Board of Trustees, Mir Saini and Ayla Walsh. Mir's dad, Ty Saini, is a past chair of the board and trustee emeritus, while Ayla's father, Matt Walsh, is our head of school. So I'm sure today is extra special for them as proud fathers. To our graduates, thank you for your grit and discipline throughout your upper school experience. We know it wasn't always easy, but you were super proud of how you've grown academically, artistically, and athletically over the years. We also want to thank your teachers and advisors who have prepared you for the next phase of your educational journey. By looking at all the great colleges and universities that you'll be attending, it's clear that the faculty has done an amazing job. Parents and loved ones of the graduates, thank you for trusting us with your students' education. We know that many of you have made sacrifices to attend GCS, and we appreciate your confidence in our school to prepare your children for life beyond GCS. We hope our graduates will experience lots of successes and happinesses in the years to come and return to GCS whenever possible to stay connected. Your future successes will reflect positively on GCS, and your experiences here have provided you with those successes. Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to present honorary diplomas to three very special people. We'll begin with Josephine Marie Banner. Jo Banner has dedicated an extraordinary 35 years to Glenelg Country School, serving as the lower school library assistant. Throughout her tenure, she has worked in each of the school's 4 libraries, bringing expertise, dedication, and heart to every space she touched. Known affectionately as a master cataloger, Jo has been an invaluable resource to her colleagues and a quiet force behind the scenes, ensuring that the libraries function smoothly and efficiently. Jo's impact reaches far beyond library systems. She has been a guiding light for countless young readers in search of the just right book. With warmth and intuition, she helped children discover stories that spoke to them, nurturing not just literacy, but a lifelong love of reading. For many students, that moment when they opened the perfect book, chosen with Jo's gentle guidance, felt like magic. Her steadfast support of staff and students alike has left an indelible mark on the GCS community. As Jo prepares to retire this June, she looks forward to spending more time with her beloved grandson in North Carolina. While we will dearly miss her presence and professionalism, we are thrilled for her as she embarks on this next chapter. Please join us in thanking Jo Banner for her extraordinary service and in wishing her a joyful, well-earned retirement. Next, we have Bradley John Black. This year, we say goodbye to Brad Black as he retires and moves on to fresh challenges. Brad was an anchor of the middle school faculty and 7th grade team for 23 years. He taught world history, a subject about which he is broadly knowledgeable and for which he has great passion and enthusiasm. The Paleolithic and Neolithic ages, Mesopotamia, ancient Egypt, India, China, Africa, and Greece. Brad covered a lot of ground in one academic year, and all of it was informed by years of his own reading and exploration. Walk into his classroom and you'll see evidence of decades of student engagement and achievement, maps, projects, posters, Greek gods, pharaohs, cuneiform tablets, and enough knickknacks to fill a museum gift shop. But most conspicuous over the years have been the mummy cases, designed and built by our students. Building a mummy case was a rite of passage for 7th graders for 2 decades. That's a lot of mummy cases, over 1,000, with many of them still on display until very recently. Brad loves ancient Egypt. He was always reading about it, deepening his knowledge, and occasionally cultivated the air of an ancient historian and archaeologist with Indiana Jones-like mystery, sporting his infamous black hat, usually worn on a random Friday. No one knows when or why exactly it started, but we think Brad likes it that way. Brad coached middle school tennis for many years and established the middle school wrestling program, which for a time was the main feeder for the varsity program. During practices, he could often be seen rolling around on the mats, showing the team how to pin, perform a takedown, or escape a submission hold. Brad's colleagues know him as a lifelong learner, a stalwart family man, and a consummate team player. He taught, coached, covered classes and duties, and was often seen after school at sports practices and games. Brad was always there to fill in when needed. He is famously unflappable, always calm and unwavering in his support of our students. He built strong relationships with them and with our colleagues. He always worked hard and made himself a valuable asset to the middle school. Outside of school, Brad was, once upon a time, an avid trail runner and is still a regular cyclist, with friends in the cycling community all over the world. He would often come to school on Monday, having ridden scores of miles over the weekend just for fun, or having spent hours trail running, clocking similarly crazy mileage. And he loves his family, which might be his biggest legacy. His wife, Kathy, his children, Rob, Patrick, Christy, and Michelle, and 11 grandchildren, 7 boys and 4 girls, ranging in age from 1 to 10. He also mentored Armand Long and brought him to Glenelg Country School, where he was a successful student for 7 years. Brad, you're a true dragon. You'll be missed by your colleagues and students, and we thank you for your decades of service to GCS. Look forward to calling you to sub at 5 a.m. next year. Brad? Next, we have Elizabeth Alsenius Worthington. Elizabeth Worthington has been a presence in the upper school for 29 years. Known primarily as the upper school studio art teacher and visual arts department chair, Elizabeth actually began her career at GCS as the upper school administrative assistant. This is particularly fitting given her effervescent personality, enthusiasm for GCS, and eagerness to engage with everyone she meets in the course of a day. Her students know her as a source of wisdom, a seasoned guide who combines a soft touch with a firm hand. Her colleagues know her as a boundless source of energy, blessed with keen insights and a gift for gab. All of us know her as an educator devoted to helping students succeed. Elizabeth understands perfectly how to marry creativity's need for freedom with a school's need for boundaries. That's not an easy match to make or sustain, especially in the arts. It requires a faith in process, an embrace of mistakes, and a knack for making the connection. The drawing and painting studio is, as so many have commented, the most peaceful space in the entire building, perhaps on the entire campus. The atmosphere of quiet intensity and individual work may lead the unobservant visitor to assume that students there are left to their own devices. The astute observer, however, would notice that Elizabeth circulates among students, listening, reflecting, providing feedback on how the students could better achieve their objective. Sometimes it's with a whisper, sometimes with a gesture, sometimes with explanation. Soft music and an enthusiastic welcome greet everyone who stops in. Serenity and appreciation accompany everyone on their way out. Elizabeth's unique gift is her aura. She energizes the moment, she enriches interaction, she radiates love. And in a world that can sometimes seem constricting, pulling back from engagement and narrowing horizons, Elizabeth serves as a reminder that openness to experience in art, in travel, in love, and in work is the best way to walk the human path. She is the global citizen par excellence, having made a new life in a new country with a new language, continually committed to absorbing as much as the earth and its inhabitants have to offer. We will miss you, Elizabeth, and how you have brought the world to us in so many interesting ways. Thank you. The class of 2025 will now receive their diplomas. For each graduate, I'll read comments about their GCS experience that they wrote themselves, and will share a quote that they wanted me to read. Leon Gohar Abasi. These past 4 years at Glenelg Country School have been some of the most influential of my life. There were ups and downs, as with all aspects of life. I had moments I would rather forget, others I would like to bottle up and keep forever. Moments with my friends, wrapping flowers for Grandparents' Day, or having a laugh over something incomprehensible in art class. With my teachers, having vivid conversations or sharing chill moments in our downtime. Even with classmates I barely interact with, I find a sense of community here and shared experience. This school has taught me to find joy in the mundane, a lesson I will carry through all of life's difficulties. And Leon's quote is from Oasis, "True perfection has to be imperfect." Ronald Elijah Alford. Transferring from a school with all my same friends since elementary school to come here for 2 years was a little worrying, but ended up being something I'll never regret. Coming to this school has allowed for me to grow tremendously in a plethora of ways, from academics to athletics to even just being a better person, which I am very grateful for. My most meaningful GCS experience was my junior year expedition. Meeting everyone in my grade was the most meaningful thing for me because that day allowed me to generate bonds with people I did not expect to ever have a bond with. And from that point forward, this place has been another place that I call home. This community was welcoming since day one for me, and I love and appreciate everyone for that. I will forever and always be a dragon, #Dragon Nation. And his quote comes from John Fowler II, "Today I will do what others won't, so tomorrow I can do what others can't." Aiden Silver Allen. When I look back at my time at Glenelg Country School, I see how much I've grown as a person and all the friends I've made. This school brings together people from all avenues of life so that anyone can thrive here. I've seen this firsthand throughout my long time here. As people stay here long enough, they find their place. It took me a long time to find where I belong at this school, but I have, and I've made lifelong connections. It began with Mr. Irby's summer trips to different national parks and my friendships forged at the lunch table. Through these outlets, I have grown into a greater person from my time at GCS, and that's just what this school does. His quote is from Takehiko Inoue. "Preoccupied with a single leaf, you won't see the tree. Preoccupied with a single tree, you'll miss the entire forest." Aiden. Arjun Singh Bajaj. There's a quote by the educator William Arthur Ward that says, "The mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, the great teacher inspires." Throughout my time here, I've been fortunate to be inspired by every teacher who has helped me grow in some aspect of my academic, personal, and professional life. So, when my parents made the decision to send me to Glenelg Country School, I truly believe they made the best choice for me. As a proud lifer, if there's one thing this community has taught me, it's the value of a relentless work ethic, shaped by challenging courses and inspired by an incredible faculty. Through every lecture, project, and conversation, this school has pushed me to discover, contribute, thrive, and excel. While I'll miss all the memories I've built here, I'll leave knowing that this community will always stay a part of me. And his quote is from Marcus Aurelius, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact, and everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." Arjun. Siddharth Singh Bajaj. In third grade, I sat in the nurse's office crying, paralyzed by the thought of speaking in front of a crowd. Miss Cope skipped lunch to sit with me and said, "Just try." I didn't speak that day, but the next year I did, and I kept going. 8 years later, with the support of GCS faculty, I became a nationally awarded public speaker. GCS gave me a stage, the courage to step onto it, and a voice I lost. Amari Dion Baker. When reflecting upon my 4 years at Glenelg, I see light in every moment, whether good or bad. But out of all the experiences throughout my time at GCS, the ones I cherish most are those late nights in the gym with my brothers MB and Jalen, putting in countless hours of work that have begun to pay off and will continue to. And his quote is from Kentrell Deshawn Galden. Hope your bank account come out as big as mine. Jalen Devon Baker. The last 4 years at GCS have been nothing short of amazing. My friends, whom I've been lucky to meet and live through every day of life with, are what I am most thankful for. I have built relationships over these past 4 years that I believe will last a lifetime. My most memorable moments are those late nights in the gym with my brothers, Amari and MB. These long nights helped shape us into the young, hardworking men we are today, and it is a true honor to get to call those two amazing young men family. And his quote is from Future, "Don't let your dreams go to waste." Mohammed Bailar Berry. It was a hard transition moving from a school that I had been at for 12 years, but moving from Sierra Leone in 2021 and coming to GCS and having been here for the last 4 years have shaped me into who I am today. I have made memories at this school that will last a lifetime, whether it was getting in the gym every day of the week in the off season with Jalen and Amari, to locker room moments with the basketball team, to doing mic-in drills and jump hooks with Dang and Drew, even though I hated doing those drills. GCS has helped me to be able to step out of my comfort zone on numerous occasions with academics and sports, and I'll always be grateful for the opportunities I received at this school. His quote is from Kobe Bryant, "Rest at the end, not in the middle." Madison Jada Kane. Coming to GCS was one of the best decisions my parents and I could have made. I have met some of the most incredible people here and have made some lifelong friends. I'll never forget sophomore year Western Studies and attending Family Day every year. I've enjoyed attending formal and prom, but most importantly, being able to bond as a class. Though I have only been at GCS for 4 years, I'm so grateful that I've gotten the opportunity to be part of such an amazing class. And her quote is from Frank Sinatra, "If you can make it there, you'll make it anywhere. It's up to you." Camille Elise Cole. Coming to Glenelg Country School in my freshman year was a big change for me, as for most of my life, I went to public school. Despite the big change, I learned to adapt and made amazing friends along the way. I enjoyed getting to learn Chinese and travel the world with Mrs. Ding and taking studio art with Mrs. Worthington. Being at this school has had its challenges, but it has also provided me with skills I never would have been able to learn, like public speaking. As I reflect on my time here at Glenelg Country School, I don't think I'd be the person I am today without the support of this school and what it has provided me. I will cherish all the memories and friends I have made here forever. And her quote is from Maya Angelou. We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. Camille. Isaiah Emmanuel Cooper. Being at GCS for 13 years, I have watched this community grow alongside me, but what has never changed is its heart for service. Meeting Mr. Weeks in middle school through the My Pick program and going on countless weekend service trips taught me to always look beyond myself. It was through GCS that I learned that my actions really do make a difference. I have genuinely found happiness in service, and I hope to continue being happy for the rest of my life. And his quote is from Bob Marley, "Love the life you live the life you love." Patrick John Curtin. Reflecting on my time at GCS, it has been a long, amazing, and hard journey. I started here in my sophomore year, and since then, I have started to really learn the person I am and want to become. During my 3 years here, I have learned many quality traits from many magnificent teachers. Mr. Mattson helped me with the art of discipline and focus in the garden, classroom, and the workshop, which has helped me in my basketball career. Mr. Shearer helped me to become a better person and to be more aware, as he sets a great example every day of what it means to be a quality human. These are only a few examples of the teachers and things I've learned in my time here, but to sum it up, I'll never forget my time at GCS because I've been pushed to be better, forced to learn more about myself, and I've created great relationships that will last forever. Even though my main goal and focus in life right now is basketball, I'm grateful for what the school has done for me in other areas of my life. I believe that to be excellent in any discipline, you have to have an extreme focus and balance in the life you live. In my years at this school, GCS has showed me that and has helped me get closer to my potential, and for that, I'm forever grateful. Thank you. And Pat's quote is from himself. Everyone is born with the potential to succeed, but if you're too afraid to fail, you'll never reach your potential. You, Pat? Jess Avery Doreen. As I conclude my time at Glenelg Country School, the most meaningful part has been the strong connections I've built with classmates and teachers. From playing spike ball with friends, chatting with Mrs. Durso in advisory, to growing as a lacrosse player, each experience has shaped me. GCS has taught me the value of community, perseverance, and self-growth. I leave with lasting memories and relationships that will guide and support me in the future. And her quote is from C.S. Lewis, "Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny." Elizabeth Isidore Abana Danswa Itwafel. It's hard to choose which moments to cherish most. From My Pick excursions that built deep connections through community service and lifelong friendships, to track season, dreading each event, but pushing through to cross the finish line, GCS has shaped me, instilling compassion, commitment, and resilience. These values have become part of who I am, preparing me for the greater challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. And her quote is from John Wooden, "Do not let making a living prevent you from making a life." Juking Jason Fremenja. My time at GCS has been very different than what I expected. It's been more of a rediscovery, a place where I picked up the clarinet after years away, found enjoyment in acting, and learned from growth. Whether I was very quiet and thinking in my head or talking a ton, I always felt supported here. I'm grateful to the people who saw potential in me before I saw it in myself. And I leave here ready to carry that belief forward. And his quote is from Mac Miller, "I just graduated high school." Yash Gunasiri. There are so many memorable moments that it's impossible to choose just one. As a student at GCS, if I had to highlight one thing, it would be that GCS has shaped me into a confident, driven visionary. As I move forward, I'll carry the lessons, experiences, and values that GCS has instilled in me and be ready to embrace the future with determination and passion. And his quote comes from Satish Gunasiri, "Passion and hard work will lead to success." Zahan Guo. When I started at GCS in 6th grade, just 2 years after immigrating to the United States, I was nervous, but GCS soon became my closest community. Winning the volleyball championship with my teammates, laughing through badminton practice with Miss Babali and Miss Ruhr, and taking a mock AP exam in sombreros on Cinco de Mayo with Mr. Shematek gave me invaluable skills and unforgettable memories. As I graduate and carry on my academic journey, I am thankful for all the experiences and friendships I have made along the way. Her quote is from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it." Kennedy Khalees Hawkins. Reflecting on my GCS experience, I realize I couldn't have done it without the incredible people I've met along the way. From middle school with Miss Glaros and Mr. Stewart to high school with my teacher and advisor, Mr. Conroy, I've been surrounded by support. My friends have been role models, forever showing me the true meaning of friendship that has shaped me into the person I am today. Thank you. And her quote is from Maya Angelou. "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Andrew James Hibbert. The past 13 years at GCS have shaped me into the person I am today. As someone who thrives in the performing arts, I love how all performances come full circle, like the upper and middle school choir performing together or judging the contest I formerly competed in, the Barlow. GCS has made me feel welcomed and surrounded by people who care. If I had the option, I'd do it over again 100 times. And his quote is from Michael Altshuler, "The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot." Deng Atom Quirjok. The scariest thing I did 2 years ago was embark on a journey across the ocean to come to a new land where the people did not look like me or have the same culture as I did. Will I be accepted? Will they make fun of my accent? These were but a few of the questions I had racing in my mind. I did not know what to expect, but as fate would have it, I landed at Glenelg. From day one, I found a community that not only accepted me, but also took an extra step of trying to understand where I came from. From hooping with friends that I will call brothers for life, allegedly fouling MB during practice, to the locker room shenanigans with the fellas, I found a community that has been uplifting and pushed me to grow as a student and as a human being. I found a new tribe, one that had nothing to do with my blood or where I'm from. I will forever call Glenelg Country School my home away from home. And his quote is in the Dinka language, which I'll translate, first in the original, Achin Kega, Kekwin Wunchok. The translation is, there is nothing impossible for the one who follows it. Mira Kosla. Transferring here in the middle of my sophomore year came with a lot of uncertainty and worry, but looking back now, I can confidently say it was one of the best decisions I've made. GCS has given me a safe space to step out of my comfort zone and become part of a supportive community. I'll carry these memories with me throughout my life, and I'm grateful to everyone who's made my time here so special. Her quote is from Lucy Maud Montgomery. I went looking for my dreams outside of myself and discovered it's not what the world holds for you, it's what you bring to it. Gavin Vaughn Lees. Arriving at GCS in my freshman year, the word to sum it up is potential. Over the last 4 years, there have been courses added, athletic teams created, and even new expansions talked about in the upper school. Throughout it all, it wasn't just the school growing, but also me. From a timid ninth grader to a confident graduating senior, the school's small community has helped me thrive. I'll dearly miss the feverish writing right before a physics lab is due, the rushing to the printer 5 minutes before an American Lit class, and even the simple things like watching Mr. Huggins joyfully explain the art of tapping maple trees to a captivated audience of students each year. In the moment, none of these felt particularly memorable, yet they are the memories I look fondly back on as symbols of what the GCS experience is all about, growing. His quote from Sir Michael Caine, "Be like a duck, calm on the surface, but always paddling like the Dickens underneath." Ian Xavier Lees. Looking back at my GCS career, these 4 years have been the most enjoyable and formative of my life. Even though some days I'd be stuck after school collecting lab data for Miss Rowland, or other nights scrambling to finish that integrative paper, I figured out how to manage my time and my interests. I wouldn't trade these experiences for anything, and I encourage others to step beyond their comfort zones to find their passion. His quote is from John D. Rockefeller, "Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great." Vincent Matthew Long. When I came to Glenelg Country School in 6th grade, everything was unfamiliar, but I eventually found a place where I was seen, challenged, and supported. Through every friendship and every lesson, I became more than I thought I could be. GCS didn't just prepare me for the future, it helped me find my voice. I leave here proud of who I've become and ready to face whatever comes next. His quote from Winston Churchill, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Arian Oscar Mahano. Having been at GCS since sixth grade, I never truly realized just how much the school has shaped me into the person I am today. From being completely soaked after epic snowball fights in eighth grade, jogging to a cemetery at the crack of dawn during the freshman expedition, to the countless times my friends and I were hushed by Miss Cleary for laughing too loudly in the library, these past 7 years have been filled with countless unforgettable moments. And his quote is from James Dean, "Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today." Isaiah Julian McCrae. I still remember the day my mom dragged me to go tour GCS. The idea of attending a rigorous private school daunted me, and I didn't want to leave my friends, so I kept a vow to myself that I would stay inside my shell and be completely self-reliant. My 4 years at GCS fostered my confidence, encouraging me to break out of the mold I tried so desperately to fit in, while teaching me to carry myself with humility through it all. GCS is an eclectic community designed for anyone, rewarding students for being themselves and following their passions and their curiosities regardless of outside perceptions. Whether through learning jazz piano with Mr. Land, playing JV basketball as an underclassman, or socializing with my friends, it has consistently been apparent to me that GCS is truly a family. And his quote is from Hermes Trismegistus, "As above, so below." George Daniel Meacham. My favorite experience at GCS was spending all 4 years in the Innovation Lab with Mr. Schmidt and Mr. Shovlin. This experience allowed me to grow as a creative thinker and problem solver through hands-on work with 3D printers, coding, engineering, and designing. Both of them pushed me to develop my confidence and ideas. The technical skills and experience I gained there were instrumental in my decision to pursue mechanical engineering, and I feel well prepared and excited for my university studies. Thank you both. And his quote is from Yuval Noah Harari, "Consistency is the playground of dull minds." Morgan Elaine Miller. I've always measured memories by laughter. And if that's the standard, then American literature with Mr. Matson and AP Spanish with Mr. Munoz gave me some of the best ones. Whether we were deep in discussion or completely off topic, these classes were filled with moments that truly made me feel like I belonged at GCS. Thank you to each and every one of you, students and faculty alike, who have filled my days with laughter and made GCS feel like a second home. And her quote is from Bo Taplin, "Sunsets are proof that endings can be beautiful too." Ava Elizabeth Milne. GCS has given me so many opportunities that I'm so thankful for, from being able to form meaningful relationships with teachers to traveling to Europe with my peers. Since I came here in third grade, I've really been able to come out of my shell and become more confident and outspoken than I ever thought I would be. I've cherished my time here, even on days where I'd rather be anywhere else than at school. I appreciate all of my teachers, friends, and classmates for helping me become the person I am. And her quote is a sleep token from Euclid. For me, it's still the autumn leaves, these ancient canopies we used to lay beneath. No, by now the night belongs to you. This bough has broken through. I must be someone new. Yara Najib. With all my good memories here, the best is the friendships I've made. From meeting Sophia at freshman expedition to Jess sophomore year, we've all been inseparable. And of course, Ella Dyer, who isn't in our graduating class, yet we still have so much love for. In the end, my favorite memory isn't just the time I've shared with them. It's knowing that the friendship we've made at the school will last far beyond graduation. And her quote is from Billy Joel. You've got your passion, you've got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Shaila Narula. I came to Glenelg Country School in my junior year, and even though I only got 2 years here, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I met my very best friends and made countless memories, whether it was in American Lit, laughing through the recitations, or my first family day, playing volleyball on the patio. I had reasons to smile every day here. Her quote is from Taylor Swift. Hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you. Eva Lynn Tiege. During my time at Glenelg Country School, I have found my forever friends. These are individuals who have encouraged, inspired, and supported me through every step of my journey. From participating in my pick in middle school and enjoying Kona ice on Family Day, to frantically getting ready for school dances and stressful late-night study calls before modern tests, these cherished friendships, joyful memories, and moments of laughter have shaped who I am and shown me the importance of community and the genuine connections it bears. As I graduate today, I carry these memories and lifelong bonds with heartfelt gratitude. And her quote is from Drake. May your neighbors respect you, trouble neglect you, angels protect you, and heaven accept you. Alexandra Abebuchuku Osegale. One of my greatest memories of GCS was the first evening of our freshman expedition. When night came, we lit a campfire, made glow stick bracelets, participated in bonding activities, and most importantly, roasted s'mores. For some reason, that night has stuck with me throughout the last 4 years. I don't know if it was the nervousness, the memories, or just the pure elation I felt at the moment, but that memory has stuck with me. And since then, I knew that I'd enjoy the next 4 years of high school, and it proved to be true. Her quote is from Albert Camus. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. And I just realized, Alexandra, I should have pronounced your last name Osegali. My mistake. Zania Diane Pickett. These 4 years at GCS have been a roller coaster, but I will forever cherish the memories that shaped me into the person I am today. Winning the C Conference championship with the GCS volleyball team and returning to the championships the next year taught me the value of family and sisterhood. Through all the highs and lows, each experience taught me something valuable, not just about sports or school, but about life, resilience, and who I want to become. One key lesson I've learned is to never dwell on setbacks. They're all part of the journey to becoming the best version of yourself. GCS provided a safe, supportive environment to truly be myself. And her quote is from Philippians, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Sophia Evangelina Rakis. GCS has taught me many valuable lessons and has shaped the person I am today. Whether it is winning the first ever girls basketball championship, sitting in Mr. Shearer's office working on my integrative paper, learning how to cut a dovetail with Mr. Matson, or sitting at lunch with my best friends, the connections I've made have all impacted my life in a different way, and I'll cherish these lessons and memories forever. And her quote is from Solana Imani Rowe. "I don't have any control over what actually happens, except for that I have full control over my will for myself, my intention, and why I'm there. That's all that matters." Mira Saini. My favorite moments at GCS were those when I was surrounded by my favorite people. Performing in musical theater for my family, experiencing Family Day with my friends, and seeing my campers and during the Halloween parade all stick out in my mind. It's been a joy to work in the Gould Observatory and the Upper School Garden as I've gotten older, and to have met so many wonderful teachers and staff. And her quote is from A.A. Milne, "How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." Mia Kaur Sandhu. Although I've only spent 4 years at GCS, I know I've formed connections that will last a lifetime. Moving back to Maryland to start high school after being in California for 3 years seemed daunting. I was terrified that I wouldn't fit in or would have to pretend to be someone else for 4 years, but the amazing thing about GCS is that there's room for everyone here. GCS makes everyone feel at home. In her quote, "I have a dream, a song to sing, to help me cope with anything. If you see the wonder of a fairy tale, you can take the future, even if you fail." Isaiah Umar Schofield. Transferring to GCS at the start of high school was a confusing and scary time for me. The soccer team gave me new friends and gave me connections to the school. These past 4 years have been some of the most fun of my life. My favorite memories have come from the soccer team where, whether I won or lost, I did so with my team, which always made it better. And his quote is from Steve Vai, "The only thing that's holding you back is the way you're thinking." Cecilia Ann Solomon. My 7 years at GCS have been filled with unforgettable moments, like running hurdles for the first time, watching the forum's reactions to our fake news episode, and coaching the sweetest kids at summer camp. I'm incredibly grateful for the lifelong friendships I've made and for teachers who've supported me along the way. Conversations with Mr. Shearer and Mrs. Nichols, visits to Mrs. Jones, and encouragement from my coaches have all shaped who I am. I'd like to thank Mr. Shemetek and Mr. O'Donnell for helping me discover fields that I am truly passionate about. I feel beyond prepared for college, and I'm incredibly grateful for this amazing school and community. And her quote is a Bible verse from Timothy. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. Madison Riley Speaks. One of my most memorable moments was our overnight lock-in in middle school. We stayed up late, told stories, and bonded. After 15 years here, playing sports, growing with friends, and experiencing so many adventures, the lock-in captured the spirit of it all: laughter, friendship, and freedom. It reminded me how lucky I am to have grown up surrounded by people who feel more like family than classmates. And her quote is from J. Cole: "Nothing lasts forever, but at least we got these memories." Sharon Stenard. GCS has been a challenge, but a good one. I learned to prosper through adversity, gaining confidence in myself with the help of Mrs. McGinnis, Mrs. Ding, Mrs. Jordan, Mr. Hudgens, and Mr. Shemetek. Whether in class or through everyday conversations, they encouraged and inspired me. GCS has not only made me well-rounded, but has helped me become the best version of myself. For that, I will always be grateful. And her quote is from Lou Holtz: "Your talent determines what you can do. Your motivation determines how much you are willing to do. Your attitude determines how well you do it." Sanjit Ashwin Suthrave. Looking back on my time at GCS, I'd say my favorite memories come from middle school, gathering around the lunch table with my friends, just talking about whatever was on our minds, whether it was school, memes, or anything else. I'll miss my best friends and this chapter in my life. And his quote is from Theodore Roosevelt: "It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed." Brinley Tembang Umbaku Tebet. My sophomore year revealed to me the strengths of a dragon. As dragons fend for the family, the GCS family has fended for me. Surrounded by this family of students and faculty during a time of self-discovery and social vulnerability allowed me to discover my true and whole self. And now, as I enter a world of intimidation and uncertainty, I know that my dragon-forged armor will always keep me safe, my authentic flame forever lit. And his quote is a verse from Proverbs: "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Brooke Victoria Temple. When looking back at my time here at GCS, all I can think about is the word growth. The good and not so good moments I went through while here have shaped me into the woman I am today. But I can truly say that the good moments outweigh the not so good moments tremendously. I have met so many people with beautiful souls and formed bonds that I will cherish forever. GCS has prepared me for the next chapter in my life, both personally and academically, and I can now proudly end this chapter. And her quote is from Drake: "Sometimes it's the journey that teaches you a lot about your destination." Callie Marie Terwilliger. Although I've only been at Glenelg Country School for a year and a half, my experience has been incredible. From day one, I was welcomed into a community that felt like family. Whether it was on the field with my teammates or cramming for modern during free periods with classmates, my time here has been unforgettable. I'll always cherish the memories and the people I've met. Thank you, GCS, for making me feel like I truly belong. And her quote is from Conor McGregor: "Life's a roller coaster. You're up 1 minute, you're down 1 minute, but who doesn't like roller coasters?" Chase Patrick Traff. GCS has given me many opportunities to become the person I am today, whether it be rigorous academics, opportunities to explore like learning Chinese or being a captain of the lacrosse team. I'm very thankful for what GCS has provided me. Some of my favorite memories are meeting lifelong friends, working on the haunted trail, and all the laughs along the way. I'm proud to be a dragon. And his quote is from Michael Jordan: "Some people want it to happen. Some wish it would happen. Others make it happen." Margaret Ruth Turner. My time as a dragon has been filled with challenges and triumphs. In the classroom, clubs, field, and court, GCS brought me many valuable experiences. As I struggled to build an automata in Mr. Shovelin's class, deciphered countless readings in integrative, and drew so many graphs in macro, I grew every day. I have made art, gone on amazing field trips, won a championship, and met my best friends thanks to GCS. Her quote is from Mary Oliver: "Keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable."
Ayla Isold Walsh. Moving from a new state and living on campus for 4 years is difficult to summarize in just a few words. Yet every challenge and triumph of high school has shaped me into who I am today. I will forever cherish becoming an eagle-eyed reader in Mr. Matson's American Literature class, stumbling through Mandarin oral tests with Miss Ding, and writing countless practice study guides for tests. I think fondly of our freshman expedition, where we began as strangers and bonded over pranking the boys. The countless hours spent preparing school dances for student council, writing endless agendas for debate club, and walking to school every day with my younger brother are memories I hold dear. Golf carting around the campus on summer afternoons with friends, singing and dancing on the mullet stage, and playing varsity volleyball on the upper school floor despite the court-burned knees are moments that will stay with me forever. Thank you, Glenelg Country School, the class of 2025, and everyone who has shaped me into the young woman I am today. I am forever grateful. Ayla's quote is from Princess Diana of Wales: "Every strong woman in history has had to walk down a similar path, and I think it is the strength that causes the confusion and the fear. Why is she strong? Where does she get it from? Where is she taking it? Where is she going to use it?
Kinshu Wang. Coming to GCS halfway through freshman year during the pandemic is tough, especially as an international student from China. When I came in, I had a significant language barrier and culture shock at first. But GCS gave me a very broad start, one where I could express my interest, whether it was academically or on the tennis court. I found strength in growth. I am proud of what kind of person I have become. And his quote is from Midsummer Night's Dream, William Shakespeare. Lord, what fools these mortals be. Gabrielle Washington. GCS has made my 2 years here feel like a lifetime, not because of the excruciating research paper, the long conditioning days during my volleyball season, or the cramming before midterm week, but because of the memories I will hold on to for many years to come. I found my forever friends here, friends who understand me in ways I couldn't even understand myself. I would have never predicted on my first day of junior year that the community I was a part of, which was at the time just a group of random students, would have grown into strong bonds and genuine connections. Through all the happiness, sadness, shock, and sleep deprivation I've experienced, it's heartbreaking to know these moments will just be memories after today. God did not make a mistake placing me at GCS, as it has given me the friends, teachers, teammates, and people who have created a permanent part of me that will be forever woven into the fabric of who I am. I'd never thought I'd say it, but I'll miss you endlessly, GCS. And her quote is from Inky Johnson, God doesn't give you the people you want. He gives you the people you need to help you, to hurt you, to leave you, to love you, and to make you the person you were meant to be. Keegan Malloy Wojden. Transferring to GCS my sophomore year was the best decision I ever made. I've learned a lot from manual arts with Mr. Matson and from my business classes with Mr. Shematek. Memories from the bus rides with the baseball team will stay with me forever, and all the friends I made along the way will always be there for me. GCS has been great for me, and I wish my time here were longer. And his quote is from Michael Scott, that's what she said. Sydney Elizabeth Wood. Having been a student at GCS since I was 5, I have collected 13 years of memories that have helped shape me into the person I am today, while also being a resource to help guide me through the rest of my life. Whether I use the knowledge my teachers have given me, either pertaining to their subject or just advice they gave me to help me become a better student, or call a friend that I've known since we met in Mrs. Shapiro's kindergarten class, that's Mira, I will always look back on over a decade of moments from the 13 years I spent learning and growing at GCS. And her quote is from Captain Beefheart. You can tell by the kindness of a dog how a human should be. Queen Zhao. During my 4 years at GCS, I enjoyed the safe environment of an intimate community. Mr. Weeks organized social activities that included pepper picking, lake cleaning, and horse stable maintenance. My character development resulted from engaging discussions with Mr. Hudgens on topics of philosophy, history, and politics. My time during those years brought me serenity and purity, which college pressures couldn't provide. I trust that GCS equipped me well for what lies ahead. And his quote is from N.H. Kleinbaum, Dead Poets Society. Medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life, but poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for. Unfortunately, Yuki Zhang could not be with us today at graduation, but I'll read her words in quote. I've only been here for 2 years, but I really like it here, especially the people. Y'all are weird. And at the same time, extremely nice and welcoming. I want to thank all my teachers and classmates. You guys really made me feel like I'm home. It's kind of sad that just as I started to see this place as home, I'm already leaving it. I remember during our last show of the musical, I was crying and singing and dancing all at once. That's when I realized that GCS had really grown on me. It's going to be hard for me to take the next step of leaving, and I know it'll be one of those unforgettable moments I'll still be talking about when I'm in my 60s. I truly hope you enjoy every single day of your life from this moment on. And Yuki's quote is from her cat, Meow. Before closing with a few final thoughts about the class of 2025, I want to thank our faculty, staff, and administration for all the time, care, and attention that you give to guiding and supporting our students in discovering who they are and where their unique talents lie. A few additional words of appreciation to Brandon Neblett, Courtney Bell, and Scott Proffitt for all you do in leading the upper school, to our college counselors, Damian Garcia and Michael Trask, for your tireless efforts on behalf of our seniors, and Damian in particular for all your work on this morning's event. To John Lowry and our operations crew for the incredible behind-the-scenes work that makes beautiful events like today's possible. To Greg Koffel and our leadership team of administrators for the long hours you give to continuing to strengthen and improve our great school, and for taking a team-oriented approach to everything that you do. Special recognition as well to Uyai Harper, our executive assistant, for all you do to support this event and all of our end-of-year events. Class of 2025, you've accomplished so much already. No doubt the best is certainly yet to come, and I know in the future you'll always be proud, and we will be proud to count you as GCS alumni. You're a living embodiment of the highest aspirations of our mission, a mission which calls us to cultivate a diverse community of learners who discover, contribute, thrive, and excel. You are diverse in every imaginable way. You have discovered so much in the classroom and outside of it, and have learned so much about yourselves. You have contributed immeasurably and in many different ways to strengthening our school community, and you have obviously thrived and excelled in the pursuit, which is indeed a lifelong one, of becoming the best possible version of yourselves. So graduates, here we are. Please stand and turn your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the GCS class of 2025. Thank you very much.
Good work. I should have taken the water over with me. I was thinking that in the middle of it, and I was like, there's no way for me to get the water now.
I think Matt reached for his, but he couldn't find it.
You know, Brad doesn't miss a trick.
I almost gave it to you,
That's
but then
okay.
I was like,
We're up. Curtain.